Before I get back into the Blueprint series on how to fix Call of Duty, I have to mention something that a few of you guys saw last week that I had planned on doing this week in connection with the Blueprint series. But before that, the gameplay you're watching comes from Bass Attack 2007, I don't know, some shit like that. Link is always in the description of this motherfucker, and I believe he was playing some hardcore team deathmatch if I'm not mistaken, which is basically a fucking camper's paradise. I mean, you're just able to sit in a corner and not do shit for an entire game. I mean, that was pretty much the easiest way to complete the flawless challenge in the game. You know, find a great hiding spot with a UAV jam or whatever the fuck. Don't move, don't kill anything, and you'll be all set. But anyway, getting into the heart of the video. Last week, I went over to We the People to start a petition. It was basically to force Activision to put me on the development team. Now, anyone familiar with We the People knows this petition is something that wasn't going to be taken seriously. The petition is meant to go directly to the White House so that the President of the United States has to at least provide a reply to the petition if he gets enough signatures. Now, here's the thing. I knew it wasn't going to work. I knew that it wasn't going to get Activision to put me on the development team. But it was placed out there for shits and giggles and mainly for entertainment and whatnot. I mean, shit, some of the other petitions out there were even more ridiculous than mine. There was one to build a Death Star in space to prevent alien invasions and shit. I mean, really? There was one to make pancakes the national Sunday breakfast food. Or there was another one to change the name of red onions to purple onions since they're not really red. I mean, really? This is the crazy shit that nobody gives a fuck about, but all of that had petitions on the motherfucker. On top of that, they did have some serious petitions out there. You know, they had ones on gun control, they had the federal deficit, they had illegal immigration, and the one that made the news a few weeks ago was a petition to have Texas secede from the Union to be their own independent country. I mean, shit, considering how many crazy people are in that state, I didn't mind that one at all. I mean, fucking man, take all the crazy ass people, put them in the state, and let them go their own fucking way. I really don't give a shit. And when it fails, because it will, they'll come begging back, and when they come begging back, asked to be brought back as U.S. citizens, I'd put a bullet in the head of each person for treason to think they were that fucking stupid enough to think it would work. There's a solution to gun control and how to control the less intelligent species of humans. Right there, 2 problems solved with 1 solution. But anyway, man, I ain't got nothing against you people in Texas, man. I'm just fucking with you guys. Y'all crazy. But anyway, because of these ridiculous petitions, the White House had to revamp the site to prevent stupid shit like this. And because of that, my petition was removed in less than 24 hours. The fuck, man? These Death Star motherfuckers ruined it for me? So now I have no official petition to send to Activision with President Obama's approval. Now, obviously, just a petition wasn't going to work in this motherfucker. But hey, you know, you never know how popular some of these things could turn out to be. You can never predict when something will go viral. Like this fucking Gangnam Style video or that stupid ass Harlem Shake video. Y'all seen that shit circulating around the web? What the fuck, man? That shit spread faster than a Kardashian can spread an STD. So I figured, you know what, fuck it. All this stupid shit can go viral. I can at least give this motherfucker a try. Who knew the White House would reject the shit within 24 hours? I mean, they allowed all that other stupid shit to get through. They allowed that crazy shit like a Death Star to get a response. And the thing is, I made that petition look nice, too. It was all professional. It has some great reasons as to why we should help out a billion-dollar business, since, you know, it has vast effects on the economy, revenue, taxes, and more importantly, it puts me one step closer to putting my foot up Bobby Kotik's ass. But you know what? It wasn't meant to be. Who knows? Maybe Obama's a Battlefield fan. He wants Call of Duty to fail. Imagine that shit. He's rooting for the underdog. So the White House doesn't want me to fix Call of Duty and would rather see Activision let Infinity Ward and Treyarch self-destruct in creating more bullshit. Or it could be the other way around. Bobby Kotik could have spent millions to keep his Call of Duty conspiracy going, and the White House is in on that joint. Hell, the U.S. is already in debt. Maybe Activision is helping them get out of debt by relying on all these idiots to keep paying for this garbage. I mean, I'm sure I could come up with 15 different conspiracy theories as to why it's removed. You know, any crazy reason must be more rational than the real reason, which is the petition was a stupid-ass idea and it wasn't going to fly anyway. That's the real reason. It was a stupid fucking petition. All the other silly petitions that came before that forced the government into screening these shits so that now they don't get enough views that'll require a presidential reply. But you know what, fucking man? Someone had the balls to ask for a Death Star. Someone had the balls to ask for fucking pancakes. So I figured I can at least ask for the chance to get a reply on how to fix this motherfucker. You know, maybe I had the wrong idea. Maybe instead of petitioning the White House for help, instead of petitioning to get into Activision, maybe I should have been petitioning to get into the White House myself. I mean, think about it. President J. Loco. For the first time in history, the motherfucking internet is now in charge of running shit. You know what I'm talking about? You know I'd win the electronic vote. You know that shit. I would make an excellent dictator. And not a mean dictator like all those assholes in history who needed to be killed and shit, but a nice dictator. You know, a fair dictator that gets shit done. And the best part, I could use video games to fix all the country's problems. Think about this, man. I could use video games to boost the economy. I could show parents what these fucking annoying-ass teenagers say online so that birth control and abortion rates keep these fucktards from ever being born. Gun violence? Simple. No guns for video game junkies of only shooting games. Motherfuckers need to play some Mario or Little Big Planet or some stupid shit like that, man. Do you ever hear of Mario junkies running around neighborhoods, stepping on people's heads and throwing fireballs at them? No, of course not. Because there ain't nothing wrong with fucking Mario games, man. So while my petition to the White House failed to make it past 24 hours, we can just consider that motivation for me to run for president in 2016. You know, maybe next year I'll start a series running for president. Then again, I don't feel like taking a pay cut. In any event, at the end of the day, my glorious petition is no longer available. So I'm just going to have to rely on my regular ranting videos every day on how to fix this bitch. You know, who knows? Maybe one day someone will actually listen to my ideas and shit like that. Maybe someone will actually make a decent Call of Duty game. Maybe one day Bobby Kotik will choke on his $2,000 caviar and they promote somebody with half a brain in their skull, man. Or maybe by 2016, I'll be president and I could fix all this bullshit. But until then, the BluePrint series will continue next week because I have a shitload of videos on backlog now that my goddamn petition fucking failed. So the series will continue without my ingenious petition, but I'm still going to tear these fucktards a new asshole for all the bullshit they've put us through the past 5 years. But anyway, as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And yes, very next video, we're going to get back into fixing this motherfucker.